Hey, I'm Nancy with the Hangin' with Herky crew, and today I'm going to prepare food for when we travel. Okay, Ed, roll that intro. First off, I'm going to cook our bacon, and I do it in the oven. I line my cookie sheet with foil to save on some of the mess, hopefully. And then afterwards, I package it, I roll it in paper towels, which you'll see here in a minute. But anyway, and put it back in the freezer. So, let's get going. So the reason I do this is because when we are out traveling, if we're like on a road trip or even just like camping when we were at the last rally, you just take this out of the fridge and put it on the Blackstone and heat it up. Or if we're road tripping, we put it in the microwave. And we can have it for breakfast, we can have it for our salads, or we can just have bacon sandwiches. If we've had a long day and we just want to eat quickly, it's just, I don't know, it's just easy this way. So, I get it all laid out here. And the noise you hear in the background is our granddaughter, Abigail, cutting our grass. Being grandparents sometimes is a real bonus. The boys are playing baseball today. We were at a game last night until 10:30. So we decided not to go today. All right, let me wash my hands. So what I do is I put my oven on 425 and put it in there. And by the time the oven is preheated, it's done. And then when it's up to heat, my bacon will be done. While that's going on, I'm gonna make some meatloaf. And I put them in muffin tins. And then that way, and then I put them back in the freezer, and then we can pop 2 out at a time, and we can either eat it here at home or on the road. At Costco, I get like the big thing of hamburger. And all of this will not go for meatloaf, just a part of it. So having our own chickens, I have fresh eggs. All right, so 2 eggs and a 1/3 cup of ketchup. Well, let's see if we can't make that easier. So you put that in, and then we need a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. Let's see, where's the measurements? Okay, and then we need onion. Get that. See, a professional on TV would have all this done and in bowls and then just show you, but I'm not a professional. I just cook for my family. All right. Chop it up. And put that in there. All right, let's see what's next. All right, then I need a little bit of salt here. So it's 1 teaspoon of salt. 1.5. Okay, so that's what this is. My handy dandy old Tupperware measuring spoons. All right, then put it in. And get it mixing. So while that does that, I'm going to get the muffin pan ready. So my muffin pan's all ready. My handy dandy Pam, love that stuff. And then we'll just get it here and get it ready to go. All right, now I'm going to turn this on high. All right, I think it's ready. All right, so I just use my hands and dig it out of here and fill my muffin tin. Fill it to the top. That way you have a nice big meatloaf muffin. I try not to overfill them because then I don't want to mess all over my oven. Then I have to clean the oven and that's never any fun. Oh, I keep dropping the onions. All right. So I'll have enough for another batch. So now we're just waiting for our bacon to get done. All right, let's check on our bacon. So it needs to go just a little bit longer. So what I'm gonna do is put it back in. The oven is still at 425, and I'll set my timer for 5 minutes, or yeah. So, and then we'll see if that does it. All right, I think that's gonna do it. So we'll take it out. We don't cook it all the way because like if he puts it on the Blackstone or even in the microwave, it'll cook more. So you don't want it really crispy. So then I'm gonna set it over here. Well, come on, pot holder. Move with me. Tilt it up so that all the grease will run to one end. And then move my bacon up to the top. And then just let it set and drain. All right, now I've got to set this at 350. And we're gonna put our meatloaf in. It's ready to go. And I do believe it bakes for 1 hour. All right, now while that is baking, and I still have some more that I'll have to make when this is done, but now I'm gonna fry up the rest of the meat. So let me show you what it looks like, because tomorrow we're having the kids over after church for lunch. We're gonna have tacos. So I even do this not only for travel, but for our everyday life. So when I'm done with this hamburger, I put it in packages, freezer bags, lay it flat, and then put it in the freezer, stack it up, and that way it doesn't take up a lot of room. So I've got 4 of these out to feed 7 of us tomorrow. So now I'm gonna fry this up and put it in the freezer for next time. So with doing this, you can use it for all kinds of things. Spaghetti sauce, tacos, nachos, taco salad, chili, manwich, or like manwich, sloppy joes. That's what I want to say. Anyway, so I put a little onion in it, and then just add my meat. And fry it up. All right, she is starting to sizzle here. And I have this little helper in the floor. I don't have to worry about spilling anything or dropping anything because he takes care of it for me. Don't you, Herk? Huh? Are you helping Mommy cook? You're a good helper. I haven't dropped anything yet. So I don't have any today, but usually at Costco I get the rotisserie chickens, and I strip that down and do the same thing. I put it in a Ziploc bag, flatten it out, stack it up in the fridge, and with that I can make chicken Alfredo. We can have Caesar salad with chicken on it, a chicken salad, which I do have some. I'm going to be making chicken salad here in a little bit. And it just makes, the chicken salad is wonderful to travel with because I crawl to the back of the van and make our sandwiches and come back up and we eat as we drive. So there you go. So here's what my chicken looks like. I get 3 rotisserie chickens, and from the 3 chickens I can get 8 of these bags. So they're really handy to have on hand. When it's all fried up, I get out my strainer so I can get the grease off. And I get out my big metal bowl and put it all in to cool, so then I can put it in the Ziploc bags and then put it in the freezer. So, set that right there, and then I can drain the hamburger, put it in the bowl, let it cool, and then I'll show you how I bag it up, because I have this handy dandy little gadget that my dad made me probably 35 years ago, I guess it is. And so it's really handy. Now you can buy them on the market, but my dad made this before they were ever on the market. So I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, the bacon is cooled, and so now I'm gonna wrap it. I usually lay, because Ed likes 3 pieces, and I do 2 pieces. So I lay it out here and roll it up. And then I'll put it in a freezer bag. I have to hurry and package this because our grandson is out finishing cutting the grass, and he likes bacon. And if I don't package this up, it'll be gone. So the last one will only have 4. So there you go. And then I have freezer bags. Oh, come on. Like that. Put it in the freezer. And it's ready to go. Now, I do believe our meatloaf is finished. Let's see for sure. Looks pretty good. I'm going to drain off some of the grease. All right, then I top it with, I take like ketchup and brown sugar. Oh, I already have a spoon. And then you glaze it. All right, and then we're going to put it back in the oven for just a little bit longer. Now the rest of the hamburger, the meatloaf mixture, I just put in here. Obviously it's not filling it up, but I'll bake this and then cut it in half, put it in the freezer, and then we'll get it out and Ed will grill it. If you've ever had grilled meatloaf at Weber Grill, it's delicious. So that's what we'll do with the rest of this when those are finished. All right, here's my little doodad that my dad made me. And you just clip the Ziploc bag in here like this. And then spoon in your hamburger as much as you want, like for whatever meal that you're doing. I just fill up the bag and then I get all the air out. Put a little more. Now normally when I do the hamburger and don't make the meatloaf, I get about 8 of these. So I just flatten it out really good, get the air out. Like that. Then I'll do the rest of it. All right, we gotta take a break because our meatloaf is done. There they are. And we'll let those cool and then I'll package those. And I'm gonna put this in. All right. And when these cool, I'll package those for the freezer. All right, back to hamburger. And just to reward his patience. All right, here you go. So one will be tacos, and I'll just add taco seasoning. One will be spaghetti, add the marinara. Sloppy Joes or even coney sauce to go with hot dogs or make chili, whatever. And then whatever I want to do with the last one. So there you have it. 4 meals ready to go. All right, I'm gonna take them out of the pan so that they cool a little faster so I can get this kitchen cleaned up today. All right, there we go. Now we're gonna let them cool and then I'll package them up for the freezer. So I saved out some of the rotisserie chicken and I'm gonna put a couple handfuls in a Ziploc bag because one night this week here at home, we are going to have a Caesar salad, chicken Caesar salad, which is really good. Okay. Now I'm gonna make some chicken salad. Okay, so the chicken salad is for road trips. And let me show you my handy dandy little Tupperware container that I put it in because it doesn't take up much space in the refrigerator in our camper. So I put it in that. Try to get little bowls like that of Tupperware because it's easy in the refrigerators. All right, so I just put mayonnaise and relish in mine. I know other people put other stuff, but this is me. And I get this seasoning over in Ohio at a craft show my daughter and I go to. I put a little bit of that in there. there you go. And then I just add it to the container. There you go. Now all that's left to be done is to clean up this messy kitchen. All right, so these guys have cooled and I'm going to wrap them. I put them in wax paper too because they're pretty big and 2 will fill us up. I usually only eat half, so Ed has 1.5. And so I like putting them in wax paper because they come off easier. Like when it's frozen, I don't know, I have more trouble with plastic wrap. I guess you could use foil. I've never done that before. I love wax paper. Anyway, so that's what I do. Wrap these up. They are so good. So good. All right, and then the last sheet is for, remember the little bit that I had left over? Well, I am going to, I'm gonna cut it in half. Now, I'll put this in the freezer, and one night this week I will get it out, and Ed will, grill it. We'll have it for supper one night. Super good grilled. And then when we have it, what I usually do is make up some more of the ketchup with brown sugar and add a little more. So, there you have it. And from a morning's work, I have 10 meals all ready to go. Well, I guess even more, 13 meals if you count the bacon that I did up. So I did up a pound of bacon and got 3 different breakfasts for that. And then I did the big thing of hamburger, and I have 4 bags in the freezer to do whatever with. And then I have 4 things of meatloaf. And then the chicken for our Caesar salad this week and chicken salad. So there you go. It takes me half a day to get all that ready, but now I don't have to do any cooking for the rest of the month. And we are going to Nashville, Tennessee here in a couple weeks, and the food's ready to go for that. So there you go. Okay, thanks for watching and asking for this video. I was shocked that somebody wanted to know how I did the cooking for our trips. This is it. And now I'm gonna clean up the kitchen, and we'll see you Wednesday for the update. Bye now.